in and of itself. But I agree with you, Troy. I can't argue with that.
Puppies.
But at the same time, I'm a man.
Well, I mean, good podcast.
I'm going to have to take
I'm a man.
another approach,
I'm 40.
even though I'm for it.
I feel threatened.
My point 2 is the point you're going to.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome to Inside the
I
Pallet
didn't
House.
want to leave with that.
The only podcast dedicated to solving first world problems and hopefully helping you figure out what beer you should be drinking this weekend. I got to ask you guys a question out there, not the listeners, but the guys right here in the room.
Who are the guys in the room?
Oh, that's a good call. That was Dave. Dave, welcome back.
Dave,
It's good to be here.
Yes.
Second mic.
And Troy, I see you
hey.
here. All right. And who's the new guy?
I'm supposed to say myself?
Hey, it's Stu. All right.
Fan favorite.
And I'm Brendan. There you go. We're trying.
We're getting the band back
We're
together.
learning.
All right, so I do want to ask you guys, do I sound all right? Am I coming through in your cans?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm
I
wearing,
feel like my mic is. I feel like I hardly hear myself though.
I
Do
hear
y'all
you
hear me?
fine.
Okay.
well, I'm not hearing anything well because I have a toque on and then the headphones
Yeah.
over it.
Well, that'll
kind of
do it.
muffling it. So everything sounds bad. Does he sound all right to you guys?
Yep.
The levels
Yeah.
look good. I am producing. Ish.
Green light.
Yeah. But right going into that, we were arguing about the
We weren't arguing.
benefit.
Your old man birthday.
So my
Yes.
daughter, irrelevant. We're not touching on that because the topic is timeless. You douche. My oldest daughter
For
is
someone
now.
who loves himself, he hates his birthday.
I hate my age.
Yeah.
Love my birthday.
You should hate that.
That's true. That's a better way of saying it.
Wasn't it a few years ago you had everybody off by 1 year?
When I turned 30, I snuck away to
Yeah.
Northern Virginia and I did a very private 30th birthday.
I was
with-
40.
No, that one I tried it again. It didn't work. I snuck off for my 30th and I went up there and I just hung out with my girlfriend, who's now my wife, which is crazy. Went up there with
Downgrade.
with my
It was probably cooler back when she was your girlfriend.
she yeah.
Not touching that one.
If blowjobs are cool,
Yeah, it depends what you're into. Yeah. She tried harder. You know, my girlfriend used to go every Sunday and watch Bears games with me.
What?
Happily.
I would love to have met her.
Happily.
She sounds cool.
Dude, we would drink pictures of Yingling and high five all my boys around the table and my girl.
Man, I bet they liked hanging out with her.
Dude, for years.
Interesting. I wish I would have met her.
She was wild.
She wasn't around when I showed up.
She was just locked in a box.
Oh, okay.
A little-
I met your wife. I never met your girlfriend. And she was a mom too, so it was totally.
Oh, you really met
Yeah.
my wife. Yeah. Girlfriend was very different.
No, she was cool.
I'm a fan of both, for the record.
There you go.
For the record.
Let me go on record now. I'm a fan of my wife.
Yes.
those memories last the marriage lifetime.
The funny thing is, I didn't change that much. Like, I've changed some, but more into, like, the mold that she's been trying to, like,
Yeah.
cram me into, you know? She crammed into
Not
a
the other
mold
way
that I
around.
had never considered, you know? Like, I never
Yeah.
envisioned.
Gray hair?
She didn't have gray hair.
She didn't mold you into your gray hair?
No.
Beard?
The kids supply that.
I think my career has been a big factor in my gray hair, too. Also,
Age.
my dad is white haired everywhere, so
Yeah.
it could be genetics. But then he also had a woman that changed, and then he had kids, and he had a difficult career, so it could be environment.
I
don't know.
steered you way off topic. My apologies.
Thank you for acknowledging that.
Yeah.
That's Troy. We were talking. My oldest daughter is driving now, and we were discussing the merits of a road trip. In particular, this road trip we were talking about is going to Bourbon and Beyond, and I've never been to the Buffalo Trace Distillery.
Which is literally on the way.
Well, the throwback is you guys went last year, and this same daughter went with you last year. So now it's become a thing, and she's going with you guys again.
She absolutely is, and my younger daughter is coming now.
Oh, talk them both in.
Well, you didn't have to talk my older one in.
Yeah, of course.
She was like, oh, lineup's out.
Yeah.
Before I'd even said anything, she was like, look at this. So she was in her mind. And my younger daughter was like, I don't want to go. And I was like, okay, well then you don't have to go. And your older sister's also not going, because I either want it to be like a couple or
yeah.
like both of you.
Yeah.
Because it's kind of hard at a festival. Like you're watching, this sounds bad, but you're watching your wife.
Yeah.
Like you're trying to make sure she's okay, because you feel like obligated to protect the women. I think that's just a guy thing. So like you're watching your wife, then you're watching your daughter, and it's like it's
But
hard.
now you're gonna have a third person to watch.
But now they can kind of like hang out
Yeah.
a little bit, and they can kind of watch each
like
other.
when your daughter had to go to the restroom, like you or your wife would go. Now you can just send them together.
you can, because you're like, oh, it's over there. Like,
and they're a year older.
so, but it helps to have an even number.
Yeah.
He's
Then you're
getting a
never-
long-winded explanation for the buddy system.
Yeah.
Exactly right. So like either we have a buddy system,
Plus
or
one.
you're not going.
Well,
Yeah, plus
and,
one is tough.
and as someone with two kids, like it's always like when you do want something for the other, you feel guilt because you're like,
I felt guilty last
yeah,
year.
you're like, I'm doing awesome stuff. It's costing. I'm spending a ton of money on this kid. I'm not doing the same for this kid.
Yes. And the younger daughter was like, I really don't care. I don't want to go.
Yeah,
and then
yeah.
as we're there, she's like, I really should have gone. That looks awesome.
Like, yeah.
And then this year she didn't want to go. She found out there's an amusement park in there, and now she's all in. That is not what a music festival is for.
No.
It's basically a
Well, you-
glorified carnival stuck in the back of this
You bought
festival.
4 tickets.
Yeah, thanks to you, Dave.
No, you can now bring all your kids.
Which also means I get to share all by myself the expense of all 4. Whereas if I had 2 other people, all my expenses get cut in half immediately.
That's a you problem, man.
No, I understand whose problem it is. That
Yeah.
I wasn't trying to talk my way out of it. I'm just saying there was advantages to having another couple join.
It's not too late to do that.
That was never going to be your angle though, because it was going to be a threesome anyway, right? You and the one daughter and
I wasn't going to bring the daughter unless the other one was in.
so you bought 4 tickets in hopes that all 4 are going, or another couple went and split the cost.
Yes.
Gotcha.
I didn't want to do this 3 because then if you have 3, your one ticket's dead weight.
Yeah.
Like I can't do anything with one extra ticket. No one wants to go.
Can't sell it at the gate.
I mean, I guess you could try, but it's a albatross around your neck until you
Yeah.
get there, I guess. And I don't know how much you get. Those guys outside, like
Yeah.
buying tickets. I don't know what kind of price they give you for that. It's got to be lower than face value because they're turning around to sell it for face
Yeah.
value or more.
It's usually less than half.
Yeah.
Really? You've done this before?
I've had conversations with scalpers.
Just to get the inside scoop with no intention of selling anything?
Well, part of it was I think I've definitely sold a ticket to a scalper. The $25 face value for $5 or $10, and then I've definitely been around scalpers selling. I'm like, how much are those? And face value's $25. They're like $20.
So
Yeah.
most of my scalping, I had UVA season tickets, football tickets for a long time, and then for a long time I didn't have tickets, but we would go, and you would come across 2 types of people. You come across the people that were always quote unquote selling tickets or they were looking to buy tickets,
Right.
But really they were selling. And then like I would always buy, because I never wanted to get scammed. I would buy the people that looked like they were going to the game and had an extra ticket, and just pay them a little bit. Everybody was willing to meet in the middle. You know what I'm saying? Like, we have 4 season tickets. Only 3 people showed up. We have an extra ticket. Here, I always went
Yeah,
to
that's what you're
those
looking
people.
for, the people walking in.
Yeah,
Yeah, but you're banking on finding those people at the exact area you are, where scalpers are strategically stationed around the stadium.
Yes.
but I'm saying you always run across those people. When you're
Absolutely.
tailgating for hours, it's not hard to find a ticket. Or you just wait till the game kicks off, and then the scalpers have lost all their angle.
That's where
And
the
then it's
best
like-
is.
That's a $50 ticket. I will give you $20.
When the opportunity cost shows up in their face, they're like, oh, crap, now it's worth nothing. Mm-hmm. That's the best. That's how I used to go
Yeah.
to Caps games in D.C. I'd always sit in the bar and wait till I saw the puck drop, finish my beer, then walk on down the street, get like $7.
yeah,
Now, that was before
they won.
they got good.
Yeah.
But that was always nice. And I still now, when I travel for work, anytime I roll into an area, I just walk over towards the stadium after the game starts, and those scalpers are hungry. And I'll get like club level seats for $5, $10. I love that. Eat a hot dog.
It's all the more reason that closer to game start, your selling to a scalper goes way down too.
Yeah. Oh, they don't even want it at that point.
Right.
They're like, too late. But the music festival is 4 days. There's always some value in that. But
So
we were
what's your dilemma?
We were discussing.
Good God.
Take it
just-
easy, man.
I don't want to talk about it.
Throwing things.
really touched a nerve here.
So, my wife and my younger daughter are looking to like fly to Louisville, Kentucky.
Well, they're on their dime.
And my older daughter, yes,
No comment.
that's true. But my older daughter
Talk
was
about
like,
first world problem.
my older daughter was like, but it's a great drive. And I was like, well, I agree with you. I was like, we could drive down. I was like, in fact, we'll take my buddy Dave because I've never been to the Buffalo Trace Distillery. And I want to stop there on the way in and have a few drinks.
And
then,
not get clowned like I clowned you last year from Buffalo Trace.
What happened last year?
we
we
were
were-
coming back and I begged if we could just pull over. Had my girlfriend been in the car, she would have been like, that sounds like a great idea.
Yeah.
Why let the party end now?
I was like, hey, we're 5 minutes ahead of you going to Buffalo Trace. We will be there in 8 minutes. You'll be there in 15. See you then?
And
And I said, honey,
Dave, you stopped?
Oh, yeah. Why wouldn't you? Buffalo Trace?
Yeah.
You're a bourbon fan?
I said, honey, we're going to pull over. And she said, absolutely not. And my daughter from the back, no chance in hell, because they're the same person.
Yeah.
And so, no, I didn't get to go. So I've regretted that for a year. And so now I was like, you know what? That'd actually be great. We could do the road trip there. And then,
I can't really argue the fact that
I
they
can-
didn't want to stop.
on the way
back,
out,
yeah.
it's almost impossible.
yeah,
I get
yeah.
it.
It's a big ass.
What
It
do you
is a
mean
big-
impossible?
Dude, you just want to go
You've
home.
been on a 5-day bender.
Yeah, you just
You
want
haven't
to go
slept
home.
at home. Like,
Buffalo Trace.
I
yeah,
get
you
it.
can buy it anywhere.
Not Weller and Blanton's.
But on the way in, it makes more sense. But I was saying, Dave and I could have some drinks, and then
Yeah.
my daughter could drive the last 45 minutes in. And then you had made a comment, would you really want your daughter in the car for an 8-hour road trip with your buddy?
Well, my argument was that sounds like a bad idea. And then you were like, why? That sounds great. And I was like, well, I would like, when I go on road trips with my male friends, I don't like anyone else to be in the car so we can talk openly and honestly about any and all things.
Any and all things. And you have 8 hours to kill.
Yeah.
And if you,
Are you just going to turn around and tell her earmuffs?
well, if you, I tend to agree with you, Troy, because my reptilian brain only has a few topics that it cares to talk about.
Yeah.
And most of them would probably disgust my daughter.
Well, and the problem with teenagers are you're going to feel the need to include them, but they're not going to really want to be included after a certain amount of conversation. So then not only are you going to have someone silently in the back seat, you're still not able to talk openly.
You can't.
So
You can't.
that was, and then we started the episode. But
Yes.
then I had another concern.
But I was thinking I've kept my mouth shut for 8-hour road trips with the family many times. So
Yeah.
I'm used to it.
but
I
your
guess you're right.
boy wasn't in the car.
Yeah. It is a little different. I get that. I don't understand what your other concern is.
We could talk in Vetter.
Yeah.
We're fluent. I don't
That's
think
right.
your daughter understands that language.
She grew up in this house. She might.
That's a good point.
What is your other
The
concern?
problem is she'll have her earbuds in, so she won't really be paying attention. But you can, but you know, it's sure as shit when you drop the like inappropriate joke or something about her mom or your ex girlfriend.
It's
the
when
ears will
you-
perk up.
It's when you get into the past.
Yeah.
Hey, Brendan, you remember when your wife used to give you Blue Jays in the parking lot? You think she'd understand that?
You ever gotten road haired? Funny you asked, Dave. One time, the girl in the back, her mom.
You're not. That was way too clear.
Yeah, sorry.
Well, then the other concern I would have, and it's going to sound like a slight against your daughter, but I would say the same thing about my newly driving son. You're asking them to drive you somewhere they've never been out of state for 45 minutes while you're inebriated in the back.
You have Waze. Google
I
Maps.
understand there's maps, but they're not comfortable driving those roads that they're
she is
used to
gonna be-
driving
100%.
on.
I'll give you that.
Question
But
for you though: are you going to drive in her car?
no,
No.
but that would make no. I'm gonna rent something dope.
Okay, I was just saying she'd be more comfortable driving if you're
Why,
considered
why
driving,
rent
but-
something dope? That car does everything you need and has a big trunk.
I've always rented cars. I don't like putting an 8-mile road trip on the math when you get a
8
car.
mile.
8 hour.
8
Yeah.
hours. Sorry. I have actually
We're going to
proven-
Detroit?
I proved it to my wife the first year. I got some little like econo box, and like we did the math. Like with the V8 engine, you should spend this much gas,
Yeah.
and then with the econo box, the rental was free.
Yeah.
It was a wash. Mm-hmm. But I didn't have to put any mileage on the car. Or
But now you have a
check.
nice Lexus that gets good gas mileage.
And who cares about the mileage? Your daughter's going to put like 6,000 miles a year on it.
Oh, it is premium.
It is premium. It's true.
Prices are up for a second.
I don't know. I've always rented. Last year, because my car was wrecked, so I just had the Grand Wagoneer, the greatest car ever for a road trip. Can't really just rent that.
I
and-
like
and
renting
make
too.
the case.
Like I'm not against it.
There's just something cool about being in a different car for a road trip.
It is.
Your oldest daughter's all in on this trip because she can drive and probably wants to drive, and then she's going to do this road trip and will never want to drive that far again.
Well, she won't have to drive the first 7 hours.
7 hours.
It's just after Dad has 4 drinks.
I don't think you know. I don't know if your girls, Stu, are the same way of our kids. Like our kids, not that they don't want to drive, but they also don't want to drive like we wanted to drive. Like when all of us were kids, we would gladly jump in a car and drive 8 hours. Like my son is still like, I don't know about that driving that far or that long or that hour or that place because I'm not familiar with it. Like he wants to stay in the
I got one of
comfort
each.
zone.
My
All
oldest,
I had was a girl have to say, I want to see you. And I'd be like, cool, I'll be there in 4 hours.
yeah.
yeah.
Didn't
My-
overthink it.
My oldest,
with you.
My oldest is she'll drive anywhere.
Yeah.
She goes to DC all the time for like fest concerts, whatever. My youngest is like, I'm getting tired driving to Longwood.
Well, and I'm looking at it from right now. Like our kids have been driving 3 weeks, so 4 weeks. So I'm looking at it from today's standpoint. Bourbon and Beyond's in September, so she'll have more time. She'll get more.
Still, that's a hell of a road trip. I don't know. We got plenty of time between now and then.
That's right.
We'll figure it out. But I had just
Well,
brought
I'm
it
getting
up
ready-
'cause I may be going to Buffalo.
In a couple weeks, I'm taking a road trip with my son, and it's going to be about 11. It's 11 hours of if you don't stop.
That sounds like Florida.
Yeah. So it's going to be closer to 12. And I was like, if I get tired at some point, I might have to let you drive for an hour. Like, you might have to get on 95 and just head south.
There's some spots in 95 where it's kind of irrelevant.
Yeah.
It's just like, go.
Yeah.
Straight line.
Just tuck in the right lane. Don't go over speed limit, and you'll be fine.
If you got on a road trip, no wife, just your oldest boy, do you guys talk about that kind of shit?
Hell no. He doesn't hardly talk to me anyway.
Maybe it's because you're not talking about the thing he's interested in. You know, tits.
Have you ever had that conversation with your dad at any point in your life?
Tits.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, hey, remember when my mom used to give you blowjobs at the parking lot?
My dad has volunteered things that I'm like, it makes me uncomfortable.
Okay.
My dad and I never had any
Yeah, I
of
never
that
had those. I never had those conversations either.
My dad was just like, I've done it. Like my mom would tell me what was right and what was wrong. My dad was like, don't worry about it.
You ever been to a strip club with your dad?
Nope.
No, I haven't done a strip.
I've done that once, and it was awkward.
But I think that's kind of, if you cross that line, it's over now. Like you've crossed the line. You
What
guys have
about-
experienced titties together.
What about
I
if
crossed the
you're-
line, and then I backed back across that line. I was
I'm
like,
with you.
Okay.
I kind
That
of, I kind of reeled
This
back
is
a little
weird.
bit too. I was like, yeah.
What
I don't know
about
this is where I wanna
if your
be.
dad's in your wedding party and your bachelor party is in a strip club?
That counts.
That counts?
Hell yeah, that counts. If there's titties out,
That's not what I
titties.
did, but a buddy of mine got married and his dad was the best man and it was strip club oriented and dad paid the tab, which was awesome.
Dude, that's the best.
I was gonna say
That's one way to go.
not that I asked my dad to be in my wedding, but if I did, I wouldn't have had him on the bachelor party, no matter what.
Really?
Like, yeah.
Man, I think I'd like to go to my son's and he'd like me there.
Well, that's a relationship y'all have.
So do you talk about titties
I don't have.
with your
I don't
son?
have the relationship like
I
that.
do not.
My dad was in my wedding, but I didn't.
My son is not
Wasn't at the
one
bachelor
of the
party.
boys at this moment.
He doesn't talk about titties with his boys?
I'm sure he does, but I'm saying I would feel the same way with my son in the rental to Bourbon and Beyond as you feel about your daughter in the backseat on the way to Bourbon and Beyond.
Yeah, I don't have a son, so I haven't really considered if my attitude would change. I assume it would, but I don't know that.
I'm still
It
trying.
wouldn't. You would still not feel comfortable talking about the same things.
Yeah,
Because I mean, that's
you're trying to set a role model.
I'm married to his mom.
Yeah.
Like that's kind of feels a little disrespectful to be talking about. That.
I don't think you want your daughters looking at you any differently than what my son's looking at me.
But I've also had to explain some things to my
do your,
daughters.
do your
I'm
sons
like,
give you an effeminate nickname? No. Interesting.
I get the inside joke.
I don't even get that joke.
My daughters have called me Brenda
Oh,
For years.
nice.
for as long as I can remember because my wife would always be like,
They don't call him dad. They go, Brenda, hand me that thing.
well, they do call
I've
me
heard
Dad.
him called Dad. I've never heard the Brenda.
Yeah,
I've heard
yeah.
Dad.
But then they've got a couple friends who will be like, Brenda, what's up? And that's when I'm like, what is happening right
That's
now?
that's unfortunate.
Yeah.
I got Stuella for a second.
Stuella. Okay.
That's not
From
even
your
a
daughter?
name.
From
it's over there now, Dave.
That's really far.
from nieces.
Swish.
Yeah, I do.
Hold on.
unfortunately.
You were saying you had to talk to your daughters about something.
Oh, I was trying to explain to them. You may as well run them back for everybody. I had to explain to them because they were like, I was telling them all guys are kind of shitbags.
Yeah.
They're all thinking about one thing.
Yeah.
They don't. They don't. They don't care the way they're portraying something.
Astrology. That's
to
what you're
get-
talking about?
They don't care about any of the shit you're talking about. They have an end goal.
Yeah.
And it's always the same end goal. I don't care how sweet he is. I don't care. I was like, all guys are kind of scumbags, and you got to be.
It's a singular. It's a
gotta be
singular
careful.
focus.
Yes.
A singular focus.
We are
And
laser focused on one thing, and it's been that way for a very long time. And they were like, "Well, you're not like that." And I was like, okay, let me sit down. You're gonna need to hear this."
The end goal is always the same, but I guess the better way to put that would be it's more important to some people than others.
They're willing to go further to get it. That's the difference. But it's always on our mind. Every guy thinks about.
Yeah, but
sex.
like you also
guys will drive the 4 hours.
guys
Girls
will
won't.
do a bunch of things they don't want to do to get that end goal, but they'll also there are things you like doing with your significant other that have nothing to do with the end goal.
I just need them to understand that we all are thinking about this all the time.
Yeah, even if they tell you they're not.
Yes. And they were like, "Well, you're not that way." And I was like, "Oh, girls, I am."
You're like, yes, I've done a great job hiding this.
I had my
I'm
daughter
going to
come
raw
to me.
dog your mom later tonight.
The angle changes a little bit
Why
as
do
you get
you
older.
think Brenda sleeps on the couch every other Saturday night?
Yeah. I actually had to have a talk with my daughter the other day about there was some guy that just kept like he kind of kept friend zoning her, but then because like when she would get too close, then he would like friend zone her, and then he would start like heart emojiing all of her texts and doing different
Love
things.
bombing.
And she's like, but now he's like bringing me back in, and I was like, honey, you're his backup.
But wasn't this a kid from the other school?
Yes.
Yeah,
And he goes to another school.
Yeah. It's
not
and
good.
then he keeps
Did you talk about
reeling
this
her
on the
in.
podcast?
Yep. The
Did I?
side chick.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I had to like explain to her. I was like, dude, when I was in high school, I had girls in other high schools that I would hook up with
In
because
Canada.
it wouldn't get back to my.
My model girlfriend who's in California, she's really cool, guys. Here's a picture.
Her name's LaFonda.
She was real. But yeah, I had to explain. I had to like tell her some shit. I was like, yeah, I was hooking up with other girls, and like, it wasn't until the girl in my high school slapped me in front of everybody that I was like, oh, maybe this is affecting her. Like it hadn't even occurred to me that what I was doing was messed up.
You know what's crazy
You
though?
flew
is like,
too close to the sun, Brendan.
like,
Yeah, I Icarus this shit.
that's right.
and none of this would be even on her radar if it wasn't for the phones.
Yeah, and the only reason
'Cause-
this ever got back is some girl from our high school was at that party.
Right.
Saw me making out with some other girl and then told the girl. But
Like
like,
paged her.
I got away with it for a long time because
Yeah, but
there
there were-
weren't phones.
But pre-phones, there were some girls that you liked that they paid you attention, but not enough that you were ready to do anything with them. So you strung them along without social media. There were ways to do
you could
that.
always string them along.
Right. I'm debating.
And you could get strung
Stewart's
along. We're not just the bad guys. The guys get played a lot more often in this
Especially
scenario.
at that age.
Yeah.
In the high school age. Well, actually,
the girls are smarter.
Yeah, they're just more mature. They see the angles coming before we've even formulated them.
Yeah.
We're just looking to high five our buddies and tell a story. Very true.
No, but so Dave, to your point though, or to the point I was trying to make, with the phones.
To my own point.
Yeah,
is what he just said.
Not your point, my point.
to back to my point.
Yeah.
To debate you, the reaction that his daughter had based on emojis is not like, I would say you're going to run into that. If you didn't have the phone, you'd run into it like from a different standpoint. You'd be face to face with somebody saying, "Hey, this actually happened."
That's okay. That's not your original point, but taken.
Well, no, it wouldn't be the same if it hadn't been the phone. Been a different reaction.
I've lost the train.
Yeah, I don't know where.
I don't know where we're. I just
The point-
I
I think
had
the-
looked up there to see what game was next, and when I came back, I was messed
Because
up.
you were saying that she was. You had to explain to her everything that was going on.
This has been
from
going
her
on
phone.
since the dawn
Yeah.
of time.
Since the
basically.
dawn of time.
Yes.
Right.
Absolutely.
A version of this.
It's just with phones, it happens faster.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
there's more just constant
More stimulus.
needling.
Stimuli.
Oh, it's horrible.
Yeah.
It's horrible. But I do think I got away with more just based on when I came up.
Of course you did.
Yeah.
Way better.
There's a few Polaroids.
How forthcoming are you with information about any relationship?
I'm all for coming.
Okay.
It's a hot take.
Yeah, bold.
With information before their mom. With like,
My
dating.
wife actually gives, I've heard my wife give advice that I'm like, whoa, horrible advice.
no, I mean like, do you tell your daughters like, I had this many, I dated all these girls and I, had all these relationships. Like,
They don't know my body count.
no, obviously not. But I'm saying like, I try not to tell my sons too much. Like, they don't
I
need to know
only-
about my previous girlfriends.
I
They need to know about
only-
their mom.
I
They should.
only tell.
They do need to know that.
Well, no, they know I've dated, but they don't know their names. They don't
Oh,
know like
yeah.
Like my mom was very forthcoming with all this information, and I'm like, I don't need to know who you dated.
I don't volunteer information, but if I have
Yeah.
a story that makes sense, like when I
Yeah,
told
yeah.
my daughter about
Well,
what I was doing, like it made sense in the moment, but that's probably like the only.
you don't have to get the details,
Story
but
they
you can
know.
say, "I've experienced X," because that's what you're telling. Your kids. Are
Yeah.
like, I'm going through this, and you can say, "Well, I've experienced it." You don't have to say, "Oh, it was girlfriend number 3, and it's the 4th time we were banging. This all shit happened."
I don't think I've ever admitted to having sex with any other woman besides
Yeah.
my mother. And as far as they're concerned, I've had sex with her twice. I just,
That's all they see. That's all they know about.
yeah, I just always hit my mark.
Yeah,
Boom. Shoot or shoot.
that's right.
That's why mom has pink eye.
Well, and that's why you wear protection to this day.
Every time.
That's right.
Every time.
Playing it safe.
Yeah.
60%.
And by protection, I mean solo.
No, my mom was very forthcoming with all this information about her high school boyfriend. I know his name. I know what he does now. I know a lot of information, and I always thought that
She
was
shouldn't
weird.
know that much. She still pines for him. Then
Yeah,
at some
it's
level.
weird. And I'm like, this is just. I don't need to If you're not talking about my dad, I really don't need to know your history. It's weird.
Is that something that's happened recently, though?
That's
'cause I was
happened
just-
my whole life?
I was kind of
No,
noticing.
I think Troy lived in a difficult house. I think he knew way more than he should have.
yeah.
Based on the stories
Well,
you've
your
told.
parents are married, so there's not a lot of probably talking about a lot of stuff like that.
I don't think there's one guy that has come up in my mom's past a handful of times, and it's because he's a priest now, and I feel like they think it's safe to to mention him, and so my mom will bring him up. But as far as I know, it's my dad.
So your mom
then the
dated
guy
a
who's-
guy, and then he was like, "Fuck,
I'm out.
I'm out.
Priesthood is
Give me the
calling.
boys."
Yeah, and that's the only one that's ever spoken of.
Well, I was going
That's
to
weird.
ask you guys if it's been, because I've kind of noticed with my parents in their later years, they've been more forthcoming about their own past. Like, you know,
I think you should.
like 20, for me, like 20 to 40, not a whole lot of conversation with them about stuff, but like as they've gotten older, like, oh, you know, here's my
Yeah,
life
things
and my
things
I've
slip
done,
out
like-
as they get older. But then that's the same with me. Like,
Yeah, but we're all 50-year-old adults now, so it kind of makes sense. Like, you're not going to traumatize your 50-year-old kid when you hear, oh, well, back in the 60s, I was a fucking hippie that, you know, dated this musician
Swingers.
guy, you know, like,
yeah, I was in a convent.
Yeah.
in a commune. Yeah, convent's better. Yeah, I was in a commune, and like, you know, we all fucked.
My wife and I took a different approach. We took the anti-Disney princess story because we don't want our daughters to think, oh, the first guy that is moderately handsome and kisses you while you're unconscious, you should marry.
yeah.
So we were like, no, we all made a lot of mistakes. We kissed a lot of frogs, as they say.
I definitely told my boys that.
Yeah.
I told one of them, I was like, he had a quote unquote girlfriend and they didn't last. I was like, you're gonna have multiple girlfriends. It's not. You're not gonna marry the first girl.
That's the advice that it freaks me out that my wife says. Because she'll be like, she's like, no, you can't marry the first guy that you date.
But
Why
it
is
happened.
that? Why is that bad advice?
It took me back, is all I'm saying. Like, I was like, whoa. Like, what are we talking about here? She's like, and it came out in a larger context. Like, she wasn't saying anything as nice as first guy you date.
Yeah.
Like, when she said it, she was like, no, you don't marry the first guy you have sex with. And I was like, well, they could. What
No.
the fuck kind of?
the numbers are smaller, but it could happen.
I agree with your wife.
I get that she's right, but I don't want to hear it.
Yeah.
I didn't want to hear it. I wasn't ready for it.
I have an acquaintance right now who
Married the first girl he banged?
husband and wife were both virgins when they got married. They were both in like Young Life and Campus Life and all that stuff. And now they're fucking.
Is Campus Life the college version of Young Life?
I think Campus Life turned into Young Life or vice versa. I think
Because Young Life is like high school kids.
Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, now at age 50-ish, the wife is regretting that she has only banged one dude and doesn't know any different, and is looking for potential suitors.
Are they still married?
They are still married.
They just opened up half the relationship?
Half of the relationship opened up half the way. I don't know if he's aware of it.
But I'm sure you also.
there's a bigger story
I'm sure you also know people that fell in love at 14, have been together since, and are happy.
Sure.
And I also know people who slept with 100 people, fell in love, got married, and got divorced. Like there's obviously
Sure.
every scenario can play out. The statistics say you're not going to have a very healthy relationship marrying the first person you're with. Like that's
If I
just
married the first
statistically.
person I banged,
Oh yeah.
Before your brain fully develops,
Yes.
you should
Yeah.
not marry the person that you think is your match. And
I
that's
agree.
Age 25.
Yes.
Yeah.
isn't that the truth?
No, seriously, you're a different. And mental health issues often do not appear until your brain fully forms at age 25-ish.
Yeah.
No, you
So-
don't have to explain that to me.
You literally can marry a person who is completely different, a completely different person 10 years later, or 20 years later, or 30 years later.
I met my wife when I was 26 or 27.
Yeah, and your
Like,
and your frontal
Yeah,
lobe was
yeah.
formed, and your
and I'd had a couple bad relationships that show me what isn't right.
And that's what I was saying earlier before we started. Like, I had to be 29 before my,
I
married
actually
at 29.
enjoyed Crazy when I was like 18,
Yeah.
19.
Everyone enjoys
I
crazy
loved
because
Crazy.
you have no responsibilities.
Yes.
It was fun. Like, I liked the energy of like, you did what? You
Yeah.
jackass! Like, all of a sudden we're fighting.
The highs are high, the lows are low, but the highs are extra high.
highs are so high, and now I'm like, yeah, I don't get that to that high anymore. But I'm not dealing with some of the crazy. No one's throwing shoes at
Yeah.
me.
I do know a good number of people who are
Yeah, my wife was 25
Back-
and I was 27.
That's perfect.
Kind of makes sense.
who are like on maybe their second marriage, but it's with someone they knew from high school that they used to date.
That happens a lot now.
That happens a lot.
And I think that's a social media thing.
And don't they also
is.
say, oh, it never would have worked, or she didn't like me in high school,
Yeah.
or I didn't like her.
Or
in high
we weren't ready. at that time.
But it's not. It's like they knew of each other or knew each other as friends, but there was 0% chance they would have gotten together and hooked up in high school.
Oh,
Right.
I've seen.
Yeah.
I've
My
even
wife
seen,
and I both said that of each other. Like, I recognized her, and she knew of me. She'd heard tales of me, and she's like, "I'm glad we didn't meet in college, because it probably wouldn't have worked out."
Oh, my wife was in a completely different stratosphere of popularity than I ever achieved.
Still,
Oh, she sucks.
Still, well, maybe on dates. I don't know.
She listens, right?
Yeah,
Cool. All right, she won't have to do
we
that
don't talk
anytime
about
soon.
that. No, she was super popular, and I was like middling. You know, not the coolest guy, not the nerdiest guy.
So you didn't really
you were
change.
handsome.
I don't think so. I looked like a fucking 11-year-old.
Dude, he was gorgeous.
Yes, I've seen
No,
pictures of him.
But the pictures you saw of me, I was like 25, and I looked like a very handsome 18-year-old.
I'm talking college.
Yeah, I looked
Yeah.
young as shit.
But like you were good looking.
Yeah,
Right.
you were a good-looking man.
But I also
Were.
I got it. I agree. 100%.
Past tense.
I'm
We're all
nice.
on the same page.
I'm on the same same timeline as Val Kilmer.
I look
I
great.
get it.
I look better now than I ever have.
You kind of look the same as you
Yeah.
always have.
I'm just joking.
But my whole
I don't
point
age.
is, like,
Back to Stu's point.
yeah, like
What is it?
some people when they're 17 are a different person when they're 26, and that 26.
Everybody is, I would hope.
Well, maybe not. I mean, some
Yeah.
people can be
Have you
completely
ever,
stable.
You ever seen those baby faces who like they make it all the way into their 30s and they still have that baby face, and then like right around 40 they turn 60?
Why are you looking at me?
I'm just talking around the room.
Why were you pointing at Dave?
My brother's hitting that face.
But I mean, have you ever noticed those
My
people?
brother
It's like
was-
baby
Yeah.
face, baby face, baby face, and then like you don't see him for a year, and you come back and go, "What the fuck?"
Yeah.
Like it all caught up at once.
I think that's happening to my brother.
Well, there was an article that
It's
said,
crazy.
Literally.
and obviously they're using generalities, but they said like age 44 is a wall, and something like age 62 is another wall.
Yeah.
Like a shit ton of aging happens in your mid 40s and in your early 60s.
I should have sent in, but I saw an article earlier this week about like they said like 47 is when like you're at your like most unhappy, like you're just in the doldrums of life, like
No, look at
kicking
the numbers of
shit
when-
out of you, like, and it makes sense because that's like your midlife crisis time.
But look at guys. Guys kill themselves around that age.
yeah,
It's
like-
because they're like, holy shit, I'm 18 years from retirement. I haven't saved anything.
yeah.
But it's also you just realize I didn't achieve any of those things that I thought I would, and the stress is killing me, and I got to be the great supporter, and I'm not. And it's like, and they don't have friends. Guys off
And
themselves.
you're
in their
busy. Like I'm
mid-40s.
47 right now. I'm busier than I've ever been, and it's like Groundhog Day every day. It's like get up, churn at work,
Do a podcast.
churn at home. Like there's no off days. Like it's just
The age wall, I would say, is for that 40, what you said, 44, 47?
Something like that.
Yeah. I mean, if you think about it, you're dead center working your ass off.
yeah.
You probably have teenagers. So you've been the
Yeah.
last 14 to 18 years dealing with family and kids. And next thing you know, it's,
I mean,
boom. it
Great
lands
example
on you.
is yesterday we get a group text about the podcast going, "Hey, are we starting at 8:30?" and Dave and I'm like, "Yeah, Dave, we're starting at 8:30 tomorrow." Like,
Yeah, I was like,
our guy didn't even know what day of the week it was.
I was driving to Baltimore.
You
like
could
8
have said
o'clock at
someone on the podcast.
I was like, I
they
should.
like when we use our names, Dave.
He really was like, all right, I'm coming on over. I'm
Yeah.
like, I'm not even in the state.
I guess I'm not always right.
Oh, snap.
Well,
Get that drop.
you're right again, Dave.
I know.
Mark the date and time.
Oh, yeah, Dave, what'd you think of last week's episode?
It's great. I liked it a lot.
No constructive criticism?
No, because we didn't bag him.
Well, I thought you were going to come up with this great story, and then it got derailed, and so I sat there waiting for my great story.
I did have a good story. I did think about it.
There's the criticism.
I had a big compliment for you. I had a whole.
I was like, here it
build-up.
comes, baby. And then it was like my erection subsided. I was like, oh,
Oh, man.
man, what's going on?
See, getting older.
Gave him blue balls.
Good.
Just a cock tease.
Why don't we talk about it over the deli?
Oh man, I gotta. You did do that 16 seconds early, but we'll take it.
That's what my wife says.
Just 16.
She likes it 18 seconds. All right. It should be at the top. It's in a bottle.
Bottles.
Yes. I am pretty
fancy.
excited about this only because it is the Bell's Oberon Eclipse. Now, this is a wheated raspberry flavored beer. Now, if anybody knows anything about raspberry flavored beers, there is one that is the pinnacle.
The Purple Haze.
Purple Haze by Abita
Abita.
runs the raspberry flavored beer universe, as far as I'm concerned. It's the best one. Nothing else can touch it. But Bell's Oberon is one of the best beers in the world. And they have created a raspberry wheat. Can it defeat?
When the
Purple
sun sets early, you've got to make your own sunshine. Oberon Eclipse brings together subtle notes of a bright raspberry with the perfect wheat ale. Shine on.
Is there not
5.8
a
ABV.
Rock Dingo koozie back there? A Rock Dingo bottle opener? I'm not opening a bottle of beer with one of these other.
You know, I haven't
lesser-
seen a lot of comments from Rock Dingo lately.
because
He's been busy.
no, that's not the. It's because something is broken with the way I feed the Facebook.
Oh yeah, we're not
Fix it.
It's not going out.
It's not going out. And last week I went in and it's just, I did a deep dive and it said, fix the air. And I said, oh, I couldn't find the air. So
This is Raspberry AF.
it's over. There is,
No
there's
more Facebook going
Unfortunately
out.
not. Oh, it stinks of raspberry. It smells like fucking jam.
Tastes like jam.
Or jelly.
Oh.
Tastes like liquid jelly.
Comstock, Michigan. Didn't know that's where it was.
If you like raspberry,
Yeah, Bell's is on
You're gonna
Michigan.
hate this.
you're
I
going
don't-
to
I haven't
love
tried it.
this. And if you like raspberry, it's even better.
It's heavy on the nose too.
All right. Well, I know there is a winner between Purple Haze and the Oberon Eclipse, but I will hold who that is.
You've only had 2 sips.
Yeah, it only takes.
I
2
can't
sips.
recall what the other one tastes like.
I disagree with its label. Brings together subtle notes of bright raspberry. Subtle?
I mean, I can taste it on my lips and my tongue and the roof of my mouth. They put the P in raspberry.
Oh, I meant to tell you, Brendan. Take your Christmas trees down inside, dude. It's mid-March.
Those are not Christmas trees.
Oh.
The
Those
hell
are
they aren't.
No, those are Easter gnomes. If you see them from the other side, they have big noses and eyes.
Okay. They look like lit up Christmas trees.
I had the same comment when they came out, and I was like, why do we have Christmas trees back up?
Shouldn't they be St. Patrick's Day gnomes?
No, very religious family.
Yeah, you know, all the Easter gnomes that you grew up
Right.
hearing about.
Dude, I don't.
I'm very religious. I like the bunny
Yes.
who
Lays
lays eggs.
Everybody knows that. Mm-hmm. This is a interesting beer, boys.
I'm very. I don't know how to score this. I really don't.
Oh,
I feel like they
I'll tell you later on, you start to get the wheat.
I agree. I took a 30-second break, and
starts to
now
cut
it's
through.
more weedy,
Yeah, it gets.
but it's still hanging on with the raspberry.
No, it's got some rasp.
I feel like if you drank a couple of these, your belly would be sour. You'd be like, whoa. Be like, so much raspberry.
You're losing the P.
I'll go first.
Okay, do it.
If you like raspberry or you like sweet beers, you will love this.
Love it.
I am not one of those people. I feel like Bell's, after they brewed this and chilled it and poured it out on tap, they were like, mission accomplished, fellas. Right? It's a wheat beer with more than subtle notes of raspberry. So I think they did it right, but I don't think I'll ever order this ever. So I'm just gonna go average 2.5.
Yeah, I'm gonna go. So there really is it's a street fight between Abita Purple Haze and Oberon Eclipse. Those are the two titans that I know of with raspberry. If you want a raspberry beer, I can tell you 100% you go out and you get yourself some Abita Purple Haze.
Oh,
Because that beer is a more subtle raspberry note.
but what if you love raspberries?
Then I would say go out and get the Abita Purple Haze.
Really? Okay.
This beer is over the top jammy.
But if you love raspberries,
Okay, if you fucking love raspberries, go get an Abita Purple Haze. It's a perfect blend of beer and raspberry. If you absolutely like, you can't drink beer and you spend your days eating raspberry preserves, this is the beer for you.
there you go.
This would be the beer. This beer can go fuck. I'm going to give it a 2.
You don't think they accomplished their goals?
Their goal was to make a beer that people would buy and that they could make year in and year out. I assume that was their goal. They have failed at their goal.
So your thought is it's so jammy it fails. It's so good at being raspberry that it fails.
It forgot to be the wheat beer. It comes through a little at the end after like 4 sips, and then you start to get it. And I'm sure it's fine to a 16-year-old.
Yes.
That's right. This is the Boone's Farm of craft
Yes.
beer.
Yeah,
That's a good explanation.
This has a place, and that place is junior year of high school.
Sophomore.
But where it's somewhere right in
junior,
there.
you start getting into the vodkas.
But I'm just saying, let's just call it the junior beer. It's homecoming. It's
Yeah.
early in your junior year. You get your hands on some Oberon
This is
Eclipse.
freshman year of drinking. This is your first year of drinking.
Yeah.
Whatever year that is, this is what you should be drinking.
Bartles and James has dropped the ball lately. You
Yeah.
got to get some Oberon Eclipse.
But if you want to say, no, I like beer, I don't drink twisted teas.
Yeah.
Like, here you go.
Yeah.
There is an option for you, and it is the Bell's Oberon Eclipse.
Man, you've almost persuaded me to change my. I know I can't, but
No, I
kind of agree
can't-
with you.
I think it's less than average. I actually don't really like it. I'm going to finish it. It's a 2. But
I bet the wheat beer base is pretty good.
Yes.
yeah, because in Oberon,
I think the
is
wheat
one
beer
of the
base is
finest
the only
beers.
thing saving it from
Oh,
being,
this could be a 1.5.
Yeah.
Easily.
Yeah. Honestly, my first sip and second and third and fifth were 2s, but then a little bit of wheat came. Like I got a little dulled by the raspberry.
Yeah.
And the wheat came in, and I was like, well, I still hate it, and I'll never order it, but I think it's a high quality beer. So
It's a high quality beer. Like they've done it right. Like it's not. It just doesn't taste. Stu, do you want to go?
No, sure. This is the diet raspberry. Like if you really like Coca-Cola, this is like Pepsi Clear. I mean, I don't
even understand where you're going.
it's not as great as an original Abita. I think that the natural flavors, they're not even using real raspberries. It's kind of flat. It doesn't have the full body of of a wheat ale. But yeah, I'd give it a 2.
So you're saying that the raspberry is too thin?
It's not full. Yeah, it's like the wheat's not full body, and the raspberry flavor. I think I taste like it's not. It's chemical.
What if I told you it's not chemical?
I'd still say it tastes that way. Which is why it's probably super strong.
So
But maybe
This-
that's
I
just
bet you it's not chemical, knowing how good of a brewery
Right.
Bell's is. Like, I'm sure this is
But if they're
a-
mass producing it,
But it's still a raspberry puree.
yeah,
I'm
Well, it might
certain
be.
of it.
I'm just saying, like it tastes like if you like Coca-Cola and you don't like Diet Coke, this is the Diet Coke.
So
To the
I'm
end.
gonna say
What'd
that
you give it to?
I gave it a 2
2.
because it's just not. It doesn't. I just don't have a full body out of it, like all the way around.
It's a
So
bummer when a brewery you love starts scoring low. But maybe Troy's going to bring it back. Let's save it, Troy. Drag it out of
so
the gutter.
I'm gonna do something. And it's funny Dave said this because I want to go third, or last because I wanted to base my score off the previous scores because this is
We're not allowed to do that.
yeah. But Dave said he's like, I wish I could change my score because I did want to hear your take because I agree with everything you guys said. To me, this is not. I didn't want to score it. I didn't think it tasted higher than a 2. But I also didn't think it was a bad beer to give it below an average score. So this would be like your typical 2.25 if we did those. So I was very like, which way do I want to go with this? Do I want to lean high or do I want to lean low? And the more I had of it, the more the raspberry just overtook me. And I do think it's a 2.0. Like, I don't think it's... I don't think it's as good as an average beer. Like,
It's not. Even though it is a better than average produced beer
Yes.
as far as
That's why I gave it a 2.5.
the technical
Yeah,
aspects
yeah.
they obviously
And I
put
agree
into
with
making
that.
this go.
And,
but it
and
sucks.
quite frankly, I think I was swayed by the fact that it's Bell's.
yeah.
Of course, because you know
And you
they
know
put a
they
lot of
didn't-
If
work.
Stu had brewed this, I'd be like, what the fuck is this bullshit?
Yeah. Oh. Yeah, you know,
Wow, it's a 1.
they didn't cut corners.
Right.
So you're saying there's a chance?
I desperately want a purple haze right now.
So I scored it a 2 because ultimately it is a 2 and that's going to get our average right to where it should be, which is a 2.125.
there you go.
So that, and if Dave had scored it a 2, it would be a 2, right? Because we all
it's an
listed it.
honorary 2.
Yeah. But it's a tick over 2 because, again, it's Oberon. It's not a badly made beer.
It just sucks.
It just, I think if they cut the raspberry,
A
literally
lot.
cut 2/3 out of it.
Yeah.
And it
you need to
was
let
more,
the
you want-
Oberon come through.
You want the wheat to be the,
Or
the-
if they said, if you like free basing raspberry preserves,
Yes.
you're
This-
going to love this. But they said it's subtle, and that is not subtle.
no,
No.
that is anything but subtle. That's subtle of like getting kicked directly in
In the
the nuts.
nuts.
yeah.
Because Purple Haze it's more subtle, but it's fuller flavor. It's
I
not
need
like
a purple.
sweet.
I
It's
need a
not
purple
sweet.
haze. I need a purple haze.
Remember that time you suddenly got kicked in the ball sack full force? Like, no, that never happened. Like,
Stu, you're from Louisiana.
Yeah. That was
Can
one
you
of the
make
first-
sure? Can you make sure that there's purple haze here next week? I don't think we've ever delied it.
Yeah, I mean, sure.
Find it. Get it
There's
here.
a lot of different Abita Springs beers.
Purple haze. because I'm 100% certain that the leftovers from this 6-pack will be right there. I want to know.
Okay.
unless your kids get into it.
Yeah.
And honestly,
Just
if my
throw it in the floorboard of your daughter's car.
Yeah.
They'll be gone. Rear seat.
of
Yeah.
course, I don't want her to know about it. I want her
Right,
friends to find it.
Right.
Yeah.
You don't want to make them easily grabbable while she's driving.
Oh my God! I found the best beer I've ever had in my life.
I'm a beer drinker, ladies.
I didn't know I drank beer. I love it.
You bitches are drinking wine coolers. I'm over here drinking beer like an adult.
Yeah.
Troy's so old.
I gotta-
Wine coolers.
They were the shit for a
They're
little bit.
drinking seltzers.
Or seltzers, yeah. That's the new wine cooler. You got to remember, I'm out of the drinking game.
Oh, that's
Yeah, he stopped drinking
know
in
what?
'92.
that's true.
No, that was dumb because I was drinking seltzers. I know what seltzers are. I'm not that far. You've done that far removed. I didn't stop drinking in '89.
I do think Boone's Farm is still out there. And
Oh
popular.
yeah, all that awful
yeah,
shit
all it is.
still out
They
there.
actually just redid their labels and shit. They're being hip, and they have Boone's Farm has come out with something new to kind of modernize it. I read an article or a headline, something. I read.
I had my college group text sent a picture of Wild Irish Rose the other
Yeah.
day. Like
No.
they still make that shit. Like
Yeah, they do. And
Cisco?
the Wild Eye. Yeah, oh, it's
Cisco.
all out there. And Mad Dog. Mad Dog just changed their look.
Thunderbird,
Mogan David changed their logo.
Night Train.
All that shit still
Yeah.
exists, dude. There will always be people who need to get rip roaring fucked up for $4.
for $1.99.
Well, now it's got to be up to $4.
Yeah, it's got to be.
Yeah, they got to change that. What's the price? $1 twice?
Yeah.
They get Mad Dog now. You can get some that have gold chains on it, like it's cool, like on the label. And Mad Dog's awesome.
Yeah, in college we used to get 40s of OE 800 for like 99 cents.
If you had to go out and get a cheap, like You're in the. All right, I want you to picture this. You're driving down the road. You haven't seen a store in forever. You're in the middle of the country. It's bumfuck. And then there's that little convenience store that pops up, and you walk in there. you get it. So you pull in there, and they have the
Everything.
alcohol that they would have.
Yeah.
You know,
It's probably the same stuff.
now you're going through. You're
Oh
going,
no, they clear
Yeah,
it
they
out
change
every
it out.
weekend.
and you're going through, and they've got all of the Mad Dog, the Wild Irish Rose,
Night Train,
the Cisco,
Cisco.
the
Have
Night
you seen the new
Train.
version of that? The like Johnny Bootlegger or whatever it is.
Oh yeah, those are out there, but
Yeah.
those make it into suburbia.
Yeah.
But of those traditional ones, you got to get a bottle. You got to get fucked up. You get one bottle. You have a $5 bill.
Crazy Horse malt liquor.
You're going crazy horse.
malt liquor.
Gross.
No, just joking.
What was the
remember that
ABV of like Mad Dog? It tasted like turpentine.
13 or 14.
That's it.
It's
It
wine.
seems
Yeah, but it's
so
all the
much.
sulfites and all the bullshit.
Yeah.
But so those are your options. You got your Night Train, your Cisco, your Thunderbird, your Mad Dog, and your Wild Irish Rose. What do you?
Whichever is cheapest.
No. They're all $3.
Oh,
Mine's Wild Irish. Oh,
You're a Wild Eye
he's,
guy.
he's a Richard guy.
Okay, what are you drinking?
I don't know because even in my poorest, I didn't drink that stuff. Like everything you named, I was forced to drink at a time. Like I didn't
Okay.
buy any of that. Like I would buy a cheap beer or malt liquor before I bought any of that other
Well,
stuff.
that counts.
Couch change is what you'd use to go get a bottle of OE.
Now,
we- yeah,
when
we-
I
Those
was
are
in high,
different. Those are malt liquors. That's different.
yeah, that-
Oh,
I'm
you're
talking about
saying-
the wines.
Yeah.
Oh,
we would buy Boone's Farm in the
Yeah.
country where I grew
Okay, yeah,
up.
I
Like,
got to
that-
throw Boone's
That
Farm
was
in there. I
like
gotta
that
throw
was your
Boone's Farm in there.
$2 chuck. Like
But
that
this
was,
is you only get one bottle to get as fucked up as you can get. Like, what are you picking?
I would just
You're
look for
Boone's Farm.
ABV. I would, well, yeah, I mean, but if I was trying to get drunk, I would just look at ABV. What's the highest ABV?
yeah. If I'm
'Cause I
going
could stomach
Exactly.
anything.
Okay, let's remove the ABV then.
All
'cause
right,
I want to know what you would
all
get.
same ABV, all same price.
I would go Boone's Farm.
based on taste.
Okay, so you're a Boone's Farm.
Yeah.
You're a Wild Eye Stew.
Yeah.
I'm
Cisco's
gonna
kinda
go
crazy.
also with the. If I'm going on taste, it's gonna be Boone's Farm.
Boone's Farm.
Too much sugar.
So I'm supposed to say Night Train. That's my family drink in my fraternity. So
Yeah.
like,
I was like,
we-
your dad?
once-
What?
No. In my
My
fraternity,
mom
like
loved Night
Daughter
Train.
loves the night train.
I was talking with my dad.
My
and all this
great
information
grandma
came
got me
out.
drinking it early.
nah, that
Had
was
it in the
always
bottle.
when you got your big brother and your little brother. Like,
Rip the nipple
he
off.
would come in and he'd go, "This is our family drink," and it was fucking Night Train, and we would drink that shit.
Dude, my family drink was Jim Beam.
Yeah.
That sounds right.
Yeah.
I remember we had a.
Why would you have a shitty malt liquor as your family drink?
Yeah.
When you
Oh,
can have
there's
bourbon.
a whole bunch
Well,
of different
so
drinks.
I'm
It's kind of
actually
like, why do you drink Malort, right? It's kind of just like,
You know what? That makes total. I get it now. Go
Yeah.
ahead, Brendan.
all right. I'm actually going to tell a Night Train story, but I'm with you, Stu. I'm going to pick Wild Eye every time.
Yeah.
I'm a Wild Irish Rose guy. That shit is horrible. And
it'll
but
get
for
you messed
whatever
up.
reason,
It
It
messes you
tastes
up.
better than Malort.
it just goes down easy for me. But no, Night Train was my drink. And so, like, I remember I got my big brother, and, like, he's like, "Here's your Night Train." And I was like, "Oh, sweet Jesus." And
All aboard!
and I'm drinking Night Train. And by the end of that bottle,
Brendan, pull your pants up and get off all fours.
Oh
We're
my
just drinking.
so there's a
Sorry, different country.
fast forward a couple years, my little brother takes his little brother, and I'm still at the school,
My
so
little
I
brother.
get
Okay.
I get to come back as the grand big,
Yeah.
and so we all get to be like, "You're in the family now. We're Night Train drinkers," and we put it down, and this dude drinks the Night Train, and he's like, "Man, this is amazing!" And like he's like, "Do we got any more?" And we're like, "Well, typically you probably just want to have like one because it's kind of a lot." And I was like, "Well, I guess we could like we
It's
could
like half a bottle of wine.
It's a no. He has his own. I have my own.
Oh.
He has. Everyone has their own bottle,
Bottle.
and it's a lot. And this dude fucking falls through a glass coffee table
Oh, Lord.
and cuts his arm open. And I'm like,
What kind of pussies are in your fraternity?
Well,
They
he was-
can't
it
handle
sounds like he was a freshman.
whole bottle of wine.
he shouldn't have. All I know is he went through, and so we got to spend.
That's like 6 drinks.
we got to spend that night rushing him to the hospital. Like I was,
What the fuck?
Well, he had to eat his stitches, dude. See, our fraternity was a little different. We like cared.
Yeah.
We didn't make him drink it. We said,
But why
Dude,
did
this
he
is your
pass out after basically 6
He
drinks?
just fell a little.
You get the ABV on
Is
Night
it
Train?
Night Train? Yeah, it's Night Train Express.
Yes.
Yeah.
Fortified citrus wine. Dude, that shit's 17.5.
Oh, okay.
See? Stronger than
All
you
right,
think.
you're right. You're right. I thought it was like
See, where is-
13%.
What's Wild Irish Rose?
I'll see real quick.
Did you guys see this Indiana fraternity video?
With the
The cops come in.
oh no
During the hate.
oh yes I heard about that.
So this was going viral a couple weeks ago.
Yes.
I'm gonna
17% for Wild Irish.
17%. So Wild Eyes, where it's at. So there's this image. Anyone out there who's pledged a fraternity is going to feel one way about this story, and anybody who hasn't pledged a fraternity is going to feel a absolutely
It's body cam footage.
different way about this
seen it.
footage. So
And anyone who appreciates the Constitution will also feel a different way about this footage.
it is a very interesting video, and the Reddit reactions were wild, and I didn't realize that I'm weird by the
You
general,
didn't realize that?
I-
In general?
in general population. So, all right, picture this. There's a police officer, and he comes downstairs into a fraternity house, and he goes
Basement.
down into a basement.
Well, he had to have been called there for
Yeah.
Yes. Some reason he was called. He walks into a room, and there are 20 guys standing in this room in their underwear, and they have like
Blindfolds on.
blindfolds on.
Or like
Been
shirts
there.
or something. Their eyes
Been
are
there.
covered.
Maybe they're in shirts, and I don't know, but they're
I don't remember them being in shirts. They look like they were in their boxers or something. Or shorts.
I heard some comments that say they might have had mustard on them. This all adds up.
Yeah, like
Yeah,
a food,
yeah.
like they were covered in a food fight.
Yeah.
But like not like they were beat. No one was bloody.
No.
one was any of these
They
things.
were all standing up against the wall or in the center, like around columns, like all separated.
But they're all in one room in
Yeah.
a basement.
yeah.
A little bit of garlic powder.
That's inside.
Doesn't basement just make everything sound worse?
It
Yes.
does. It
Like
does.
if they're all standing around the wall of a penthouse, it's like
Yeah.
it's
But
not
so
so bad.
the cops come down the stairs, and they walk in, and they're like, "All right, what's going on here? What's going on here?" And 20 guys in unison shut the fuck up, and they stand there,
Fifth Amendment.
and they're like, "Guys, seriously, what's going on here? These are the cops." These motherfuckers do not budge.
You do not have to help in the investigation of a police officer.
There you go.
They say, "Guys, come on, seriously, we're the police."
You have the right to remain silent.
These
Anything
guys,
you say will actually be used
Yeah.
against you.
These
Everything
guys-
you say will be used against you.
Not can and will.
Right.
No, will.
No, will. They're not trying to help you. They're
Yeah.
trying to bust you.
these guys choose to exercise their right to stay silent.
Yes.
They continue to stay silent. Then this dude comes down the stairs, and his voice is very hoarse and raspy. And I kind of understand that because I've been through this. But he goes down the stairs, and he's like, "What's going on here, guys? What's going on here? What's going on here? Guys? What's going on?" And cops are like, "Where's the president of the fraternity?" And he's like, "I don't know. I don't have his number."
Nice. It's me. I mean, I don't have his number.
And they're like, "You don't have the number to the president of your fraternity?" "No, sir, I do not." They're like, "Tell these guys to get out of there." And he's like,
That would be hazing.
"Yeah." He's like, they can do whatever they want. You know? like plays it cool.
Yeah.
And the dudes are just standing there blindfolded. The cops keep going back.
It might be
Come
the
on, guys,
Greatest video of all time.
get out here. Like, get out here. We're the police. Again, no movement. Then they're like, "All right, where is the chapter dad?" They're like,
Somebody's dad is an attorney.
And
Yeah.
and the guy's like, I don't know. Like, we'll get him on the phone. I don't have his number. And the cops are like, "What the fuck?" And the cops turn to the other cop, and he's like, "Dude, I can't get anyone to respond to a fucking
Yes.
thing. Like, I genuinely,
It's a thing
I
of
don't know what's
beauty.
going on." And there's nobody in that room who's bleeding or hurt or anything. They're just not reacting.
You're allowed to hang
so-
out with your friends
Yeah.
covered in mustard.
Yeah.
There's
And
no law
how,
against
I'm
that.
curious how they even got there, the cops, though.
I don't know.
That
But
is-
in
that's
this
the question.
moment, my fucking reptilian, been through the frat thing brain goes, That's right. You boys are all one. You stay.
Exactly. Exactly.
And these motherfuckers are coming down the stairs and they're fucking with you. It's probably
Yep.
just some
It's a
brother.
trap.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's a
exactly.
trap to see if you'll break rank.
Oh, I didn't even think that at all.
Oh yeah, well, that's where I first went to.
It was the first thing
Don't
that-
That's
break,
actually
don't break
brilliant.
the silence.
Yeah.
That's
Don't
a
break the silence.
Brilliant
Yeah.
hazing technique.
We told you to be silent.
All right, you three bitches are
Yep.
out.
You're out.
Yeah.
Fuck you.
Because you don't understand that you're all one. And then the comments in Reddit were like, this is how we ruin people and we're fucking everybody up. And I'm like, oh gosh, I mean, I guess they're
Those are
kinda
all the
right.
nerds.
But I'm trying to like see it on both sides. I'm like, God, I guess it is kind of right. Like, we really do brainwash these kids. But at the same time, you are teaching. And then they're giving the whole argument of like, well, you're buying your friends. And I'm like, yeah, you're kind of not. You're buying into something, yes, but you're paying off to somewhere higher. It's a whole thing. Like, I've always had a difficult time with that. You're buying your friends. Like,
So
no,
are
I
they gonna
found
say
it.
I've
the
never
same-
thought as I was in fraternity and never thought I heard that argument. I never thought that. I was like, no, I'm buying a place to have fucking epic parties with my friends. Like,
Yeah.
by the way, there's 50 guys in this fraternity. I'm friends with half of them. Like the other half are my brothers and they're cool, but like I don't hang out with most
How many of
these
your
guys.
pledge brothers you're friends with?
A
But I mean,
few-
is that
half of
number
those.
higher? Is
I
it
mean,
still the same?
some of my pledge brothers I didn't like at all. Like, but you had to stick it out together.
But you have a shared
Yeah,
trauma.
Yeah, and that's
shared
the whole,
experience.
well, that's the whole point
Yeah.
of. Would they say the same thing about boot camp?
Yeah.
For any military.
Well, no, unfortunately, these
I was like-
tactics were born of military. You break them down, you make them a stronger unit.
it's the same thing police, fire, EMS go through when they go through their academy.
You
It's
should
like
have
it's the same
look
thing.
on the cop's face was not anger.
yeah.
He was kind of giddy with excitement. He
Yeah.
was like, I literally can't get him to respond.
Yeah.
they're like holding rank.
Yeah.
Like the cop was kind of impressed with how loyal they were being to the situation. But I immediately thought it's some older brother dressed up because I'm blindfolded. I'm just
Yeah,
hearing,
yeah.
it's a cop, it's a cop. And like, they're like, fuck that. This
Until
is
somebody physically touches you, you're just not going to move.
because no one should be touching you.
Right.
And I think that's understood.
Yep.
Like, and I think that's a big misnomer of what really happens in fraternities.
Yeah.
No one fucking punches you.
No.
Nobody fucking rapes you. Nobody
There are
does.
some fraternities that you
Sure, but those fraternities suck. Like, we can agree that that's not right.
Yeah.
That people are hitting people and laying hands. Like, we never laid hands on each other. I heard some things
It's just Big Brother.
I heard some things in my ear that I didn't want to hear. But I just look, if you touched me, I was gonna hit you back.
Yeah.
Like, it would be on.
Yeah, we had a brother like kick a pledge's foot while he was on the ground, just like literally kicked it.
How'd that end for the brother?
Not well. That guy got tackled right then and there by other brothers. They were like,
because that's the
arguing-
beginning
yeah.
of that's the snowball that starts rolling. You
They were
can't
like,
have it.
You cannot touch anybody. Like, you've lost your damn mind.
But these kids were told, you stand in here. It's probably Hell Week.
Yeah.
They're probably like, you stand here, and you're going to stand here for the next 3 hours in silence. For whatever reason, the fucking cops show up, and they fucking stood there in silence. I was so proud
So
of
did
them.
nothing happen?
Nothing ever ended up coming of it. But when I
Yeah.
realized the comments, I was like, I am absolutely the minority here, because they have some valid points. Like, you're brainwashing these people or you're forcing them to do these things. And like, I get it. But I was thinking of it in my way. I was like, what a good unit they've prepared. This is going to be a great pledge class that goes through. I just
Yeah.
saw it very differently as it unfolded.
Well, it's funny. My youngest daughter, her boyfriend, just pledged and was initiated into our fraternity.
Nice.
At Longwood.
That's what's up.
And I said, well, this was right before he got initiated. So it was weekend before he got initiated. I was like, well, I can probably haze you. Let's go get a drink. And he's like, it's only 6 weeks here. We don't haze anybody. I don't know what you're talking about. I was like, what? I was like,
If you
"Let's just go buy
read
a drink."
the hazing statute in Virginia, it tells what you can't do and all that, and it says this does not apply to military service academies.
Oh, nice.
As part of their
yeah.
training.
Yeah.
Oh, what the fuck? For real?
Yeah. And
So they get a pass.
my son's going to VMI, so I was Googling for like, what are the worst things that actually happen? You want to take a guess?
Yeah, there's probably some.
I'm sure there's
I'm sure it's
physical
bad.
touch.
I found an article. Yeah, when you said physical touch, it made me think. I found an article from 2018.
Okay, so this is recent.
That's pretty recent.
I mean, we're woke at that point.
I'm pretty sure that they snuffed this out, but the fact that no one had this conversation, like maybe don't do this, was shocking. But anyway, some older classmen had 2 rats, the freshmen,
The freshman.
that are getting hazed for something like 7 months or something, and had them report to someone's room, and these older cadets literally waterboarded the rats.
Oh my
What?
God.
Like honestly waterboard them, because you can see it on TV how they
Yeah.
do it. And
Fraternities, evil. Military, respect.
Evilly.
No
Hold on.
respect.
Oh, okay.
There's America.
well,
But
the institution did say that was wrong, so hopefully that doesn't happen.
Did anything negative happen to the people who did it?
Well, I'm a little disappointed because I think they got suspended for 1 semester, and then they came back, and I think they commissioned as officers in the military.
That's what's
They're
up.
like, that's wrong, but you're going to be a good officer one day.
But you got gumption.
I mean, maybe it's we didn't know.
Yeah.
But you
Defense.
waterboarded someone for literally no reason other than they're
Like
a
it doesn't
freshman and
hurt. It
fuck
doesn't
you.
kill them. They
It feels
recover
like it.
from-
It feels like you're dying. It does. It feels like
No,
you're
I
dying.
get it.
That is traumatic.
That is a nightmare scenario.
That's real trauma. I'm
Yeah.
standing here with the blindfold on and I have mustard on me and
Yeah.
I'm being silent.
Yeah.
Waterboarding.
They're lucky.
There's one thing we do at Guantanamo when somebody knows secrets that have
Stand them in
national
silence with
security.
mustard.
Yeah,
Actually, I think
we
we-
muster
I
them
think-
and stand them in silence, and they go, "Okay, I know where he is."
You got to think that fraternity was.
Is that Grey Poupon?
No, he's in a bunker right here. Here's the coordinates. Stop! Not Dijon.
You got to think like that fraternity really got lucky because I have a feeling they weren't standing in silence. The cops didn't get called because they were standing there in
No,
silence.
when the dude came down the stairs and he's like, "What's going on?" I was like, "That dude has been screaming.
Yeah.
He's been screaming his ass off." And
Yeah.
that's what somebody heard. Someone was like, "It
I
sounds
hear
like
yelling
someone."
from the basement next door.
Yeah, and I get it because that sounds concerning.
I mean, it's been a few years, but like, and Marine boot camp's completely different. But I mean, I got gun butted in Navy. boot camp.
Hey,
What is gun
I
butt?
don't know gay slang,
Just-
but
I understand
Got
what the
your-
butt of the gun
in the
is. but, like,
Navy.
In your gut, like you'd be standing there doing PT, and if you're messing up or anybody messes up,
hit you in the gut with a.
take you got your M16, and they just right in your gut.
when
Not
you
in the
do it,
face,
it sounds adorable.
Yeah.
Yeah, not in the face.
He's like,
but yeah, and it's
Sounds
like,
like,
and you're like,
guys,
don't,
Guys,
and like,
stop it.
Yeah.
Stop it,
he
silly.
sounds like fucking Looney
they
Tunes.
hit you in the gut. They don't want you to drop.
then we
you.
get anal beaded.
Yeah, because you'll get put. You'll get if you do so, if you mess up, you get put in a PT circle.
I think
you
it's
can't leave
6
the
of
circle.
those sounds in succession.
But they don't want you to drop to your knees, and they try and get you to go to your knees. And
Of
What?
course they do.
Yeah.
In the Navy.
it's a code pink.
Hey, sailor.
I mean, that sounds rough.
Actually,
Especially in
I read an
18-degree
article
weather.
today that talked about in the I can't remember what year, maybe in the I don't know, 50, 60 years ago, the government wanted to find out how many gay people were in the Navy. So they had these recruits, and they said, go flirt with the suspected gay people, and
When we try to force them out,
that's the reaction.
Or was it just
that's the end of my
Was
story?
it forcing it, or was it just to find
no,
a
because
head
you are
count?
kind of forced. Like, so
Hold
I-
on. Did they have women flirt with them or guys flirt
no.
with
This
them?
was like 60 years ago.
That's what I'm asking. Still.
No,
So
they-
this is why when you get to a policy like "don't ask, don't tell," you're like progress
right.
because they were like literally
Yeah. So
entrapment.
right.
Like,
so they had
that's some Gestapo shit.
they had these guys kind of flirt with the suspected homosexuals, And then
Those guys gay? Or because that's bad duty
They
to
must
get
have
called
been,
to.
'cause
Hey
the-
guys, I got a special
They
mission
don't
I
have
need
to
for
be
you.
gay, but they better be gorgeous.
I need you to flirt with those guys, sir. You know I'm married with 3 kids.
Actually, you got to send in all kinds. Bears.
Yeah,
You know, you got to like, kind of put them all in.
Bears, the Navy.
No,
I'll tell you, I'm not going to react unless it's a bear. I know
What I
that
was
about
asking,
me.
were they trying to get him to get kicked out of the service, or were they just trying to get a head count of the number of people that were?
They were trying to get a head count, and
or were they trying to get head?
Well, you hear about these cops who do these stings at like these massage parlors, and they're like, I got jerked off by 7 different people in that place. I know they're up to no good. And
Yeah.
then they sting them.
Yeah.
But like, this guy is laying there getting jerked off. Like
Yeah,
that's
7 times.
That's how you build the case. And
Yeah.
you have to go around the whole place and get whacked off by everybody. And you're like, yep, it's official.
They know you
It's not just one bad apple.
This job is so hard.
here it is right
Hey,
here.
good to see you again, Mike.
I got
Welcome
it back. I got it right here. The 1919. So over 100 years ago, Newport sex scandal was a U.S. Navy investigation where personnel were tasked with entrapping sailors suspected of
So
being gay.
entrapment is the word they use.
Yeah, of being gay in Newport, Rhode Island. Approved officials, including President FDR. This undercover operation involved Navy personnel seducing men, resulting in the court-martial of over 17 sailors. But they would have them literally hook up with them and then report back. And then
This is the best job if you're on the side going in
If
like
you-
you're a gay guy in the Navy. You're like, I begrudgingly accept.
Yeah, but if you're not, that's a bad job.
no, because if you're not
I-
gay and somebody flirts with
No,
you, it's like, hey,
no.
give me your lunch money.
If
I'm
they
not
recruit
doing
you
that.
to do the entrapment,
Yeah, but I'm saying they probably
If you're the undercover naval gay guy,
you're like I'll check it out. Like raise your hand quick. You know,
I'm-
like this is
I'm saying the president like goes to the Navy officers like we need to do this thing. Get Mike and Joe over here, and it's like those guys are straight, and you're like, I need you to go flirt with those other guys. You're like, wait, what? I thought we were gonna shoot bad guys.
right?
yeah. I signed up for something totally different.
I'm here to fire the cannon.
I wasn't upset when you guys kicked my ass.
Yeah.
You tried to toughen me up.
All that boot camp just to go flirt with guys on the ship.
I could have done that.
Well, based on that story, there was one guy who got 17 guys out of the Navy.
Really?
No, I'm just.
It's just it's crazy. Like, what do we give a fuck? Like, we got to go in there. We got to weed them out.
Well, it was 100 years ago.
I get it. It's crazy to me.
I think secretly the government was like, see, there aren't any here. And then they're
Yeah.
like, uh-oh.
You know, the worst part is like, I've been in a submarine for like 6 months. Do you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
I'm not even gay.
Yeah.
But like, if this dude is insistent on jerking me off, like, fine.
Yeah.
Like, I could use a hand.
Those hands are pretty feminine.
Yeah, like,
Was it a hand's a hand?
like that's horrible.
Oh,
I'm just sharing this bunk anyway. I'm hot racking with somebody. All right.
Yeah. I mean, I guess everybody did leave. Like,
Yeah.
You know what? Just do it and go. Leave me alone.
Yeah.
Like, I don't even. I wouldn't mind a 3, and I don't want to. Just go away. You're freaking me out, dude. You're really creeping me out.
Haven't seen the sun in months. Working
Just-
12-hour shifts.
Yeah, don't mind if I do.
Yeah.
There's a sun.
Finally.
Haven't seen a bear.
So what was that compliment you were going to pay me?
Oh, that you ruin the podcast with this kind of bullshit. You take us down these roads. It's very difficult to.
I
I'm
appreciate
curious.
that.
How did that pop in your brain, Dave?
Dave's had this one teed up for a while. I can't wait.
No,
I can't wait to breathe the,
I know.
the
I
Navy
read an
entrapment
article
story
like
up.
2 days ago.
Oh, really?
And then whatever you guys are talking about sparked it. I read a lot of crazy shit.
I see that. But that's why you know so much weird shit.
It is weird.
Hey, remember when the Navy entrapped those guys?
In 1919?
No. Nobody does.
They fucking didn't even have submarines. Like it's probably a fucking.
They did have
fishing vessel.
submarines. Dave, when was the first submarine in U.S. military used?
I don't know.
Oh, that was.
I think the first nuclear
Civil War.
It was the Civil War. Thank
And
you.
it was
and the name of it?
And they attacked. I can't remember, but they but they attached a torpedo, not a torpedo, but they attached a bomb at the end of the stick and just ran it.
Yeah.
And then everybody went down.
We had 2 submarines used in the Civil War.
Is that the one that was off the Carolina coast? They
Yeah.
was buried in the mud? Yeah, I saw a whole documentary. I can't remember the name of it.
I'm just glad that Dave didn't know that.
Maybe it's.
I didn't say I know everything. I just said
You didn't
I'm
read that.
often
Oh,
not wrong.
I don't go back before the 1900s. my intelligence stops.
That's
Go a
a
little
that's a
further
compliment.
However you got to twist it in your brain.
Accepted. Hey, Joy, Brendan complimented me on
I know the
podcast.
most from 1900 on. He said it himself. 1800s really fucked me up. And Stu knew it.
No, I don't know. The
He's
name. I
a
can't remember the name.
Navy. He's a seaman.
But he knew about them submarines used in the old Civil War. With the first one. And we used them on each other.
Yeah.
That's the worst part. We invented that technology to kill ourselves. Sons of bitches.
I like the Monitor and Merrimack better. They just shot each other for hours, and then it's like, well, that was fun.
Yeah.
Let's go our own separate ways.
Nothing happened.
You guys know any good history that I should go check out in Key West? I'm going down to Key West in a couple weeks.
My daughter is there right now.
Oh, yeah.
Did she do anything like educational? I'm trying to like show my kids something that's not me drinking on Duval.
Oh, then you should go to another island.
I agree.
Yeah.
I mean, really, there's
No.
the beach is nothing.
I
Did
agree.
we not talk about this last week?
I think we've talked
I
about
wasn't
it
here
off
last
air.
week.
I think we. Oh,
I don't think you talked about it.
Is
I
she
know we
down there
talked
for
about it.
Spring break?
I'm just because I am trying to figure out something like culturally worthy outside of like
Margaritaville.
it's a
It's an artsy town. Go south.
It's a drinking
Hemingway's house.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I told myself that. Have you read any Hemingway's books?
No.
Anybody in this room?
No.
Not unless I was forced to.
And so you got like an Old Man in the Sea in high school, maybe.
Yeah, I have
Yeah.
high school
Yeah.
experience.
So I haven't read anything by Hemingway. Like even in high school, we just somehow avoided it. It was like Catcher in the Rye and such. We just never got.
I never even read that.
Really?
That was never on our curriculum.
Yeah, so I'm going down there and I gave myself a goal. And this was like months ago. I was like, I'm going to read a book by Hemingway before I go down to Key West so I can walk through the Hemingway house going, I understand where that inspiration came from.
I like your style and your dedication.
But I have done nothing with the
I completely understand.
Hemingway's best-selling books: The Old Man in the Sea, For Whom the Bell Tolls, A Farewell to Arms, and The Sun Also Rises.
Yep, that's the same list I read.
Yeah,
but
fair
then I
enough.
heard a little that he did a ton of short stories that are really good.
There
And
you go.
apparently you can just get like the compilation book and then you can just knock out a bunch
The
of stories.
Complete Short Stories of Ernest Hemingway, 1987.
You know what?
Is that something you would? Are you flying down?
I just need to like
You just put it on an audiobook and
no,
Delve deep.
I owe myself this. I don't read. I just
It
listen.
would be
We know this.
blasphemous to audiobook an Ernest Hemingway. Like,
I don't read good.
Yeah, he's like, wait, an audio. Oh, wait, what?
yeah.
the print small.
Brendan
Yeah,
is
I need to read more.
frantically looking through his Amazon account
Can he order it?
right now.
No, I'm literally ordering it because I keep saying the complete short story. Good call, Troy.
That was
Are you ordering the book?
yeah.
Why did I have to go into my cart? Where's my instant?
no.
Where's my instant gratification? Well, I guess I'll never read Hemingway.
I missed it by that much.
You know, there's a Wikipedia.
No, I need to read it.
It'll tell you the themes and everything.
Yeah.
This one has
It's like
all of
better
them.
than
Hemingway
Cliff
for
Notes.
Dummies.
This even
There's
has.
probably one of those books.
I would say, yeah, Hemingway for idiots or whatever. What was it? Cliff Notes.
Dummies.
Yeah, it's dummies. You're right.
The Idiot's Guide is what he
Yeah.
was thinking of.
Oh.
It has been purchased.
There's a pond out
How
back.
many pages is it?
Oh, God.
I don't.
40, 32.
This is what's great. So the complete short stories include all the unpublished shit. You know, the shit that he was like,
The deep tracks.
I mean,
yeah, which nobody wants that. It's when he's like drunk.
But
and
that's how you can
Yeah, it's like
prove
in his
that
own head.
you are a true fan.
That's
Oh,
right.
that's true.
So you read the Wikipedia on the 4 big ones, then you read this 32-page pamphlet, and you're like, but I really like
Yeah.
this deep track.
I'm a fan of Miss Malort. Have you read that one? He went to Chicago, drank Malort, fought a bull.
I don't think there's much to do outside of enjoy the weather and pound fruity drinks.
Well, he spent all of his time.
Drunk.
He was a war correspondent before, so a lot.
Yeah,
of
but
his
when he was
stories
down
come
there,
from
he
that.
When he
drunk,
mattered,
right?
it was after.
Isn't that the truth?
Yeah.
But that is his past. He was a war correspondent. And he saw some shit, and then he fell in love with Europe, and then he fell in love with the ocean, and then he started doing
Can you
masculine
imagine how
things.
cool Key West was back then?
Fuck yeah! Even back in like the '60s and '70s, before like cocaine started like ravaging it and like coming through, like it was.
Hold on, cocaine made it less cool? I'm confused.
Yeah, that doesn't make any sense.
It just became more.
That's like saying before we had electricity, life
Yeah.
was way better.
You think the advent of cocaine is important as the invention of electricity?
For a party town, yes.
No, it ruins it. How many people you know cocaine are always awesome for the long term?
You're right. Drunks are way better.
Actually, I don't. I've never seen cocaine in real life, but in the movies, it looks really cool. Like smoking.
Most of the people I know that really got into cocaine, well, a good chunk of them have had strokes.
I thought they were all doctors and lawyers.
In the 80s, they all were. 'cause everybody
That's my basis.
Yeah.
Is 80s movies.
No. It's not.
There was a
it's not
time when
it's not
cocaine was like totally accepted and very cool to do.
You know,
It's not a fun. drug.
Patrick Bateman was not doing the coke, but
Yeah.
all the guys that were not serial killers were doing the coke.
Yes.
You also on the Hemingway thing. You need to brush up on your cats.
Oh, I'm familiar with the
I was just-
six-toed cats.
All the cats are still there.
Oh, I go see them. I'm actually going to steal one. I want a genuine Hemingway cat. Like find a kitten.
Well, they said all the cats that are still there at the house are descendants of the original 6.
Yeah.
Sure.
You're gonna
Dave, what is the
you're gonna
technical
traffic some pussy?
Across state lines?
No one's ever got in trouble for that.
No. P did.
Just stay silent.
Yeah. Dave, what's the technical term for six-toed cats?
It's gonna be something poly, but I don't know.
Yeah, could be.
He's looking it up.
Oh, I thought
Yep.
there was a joke there.
No,
No,
because he's panicked because another question has just eluded him.
polydactyl.
Avi.
Polydactyl.
See, we knew that
6
Yeah.
cat.
because we had a whole polydactyl conversation the other day. In fact, I'm going to write polydactyl on the whiteboard over there or on the chalkboard.
That's a big word.
So I don't forget it. That way, when I go down there, I'll be like, "What? These are all afflicted with polydactylism."
Often called mitten cats or Hemingway cats.
There you
He
go.
invented six-toed cats? God, what couldn't that guy do?
That guy did it all, dude.
Did it all.
Did it all.
He did GMO before it was cool, and then before it was bad, and then cool again.
He was hanging out with Picasso. Picasso kept drawing him with 6 toes. He's like, "I'm going to do that shit."
Let's try this.
I haven't worked on the 2 ears on the same side of the head.
How do I
That's
get the
next.
How do I get the nose on its ass? That's difficult stuff. But I can do the 6 toes. I'm earnest. Hey, we're at an hour and 30.
Doing
We should end it.
And we had no topics.
Well, I did have the Indiana frat written on here.
Right on.
I got to it because it naturally came up.
Hey, do y'all know where this Big 12 basketball tournament's being held?
With the monochrome floor that looks like a
It's an
computer generated.
it's an electric floor.
It's that LED floor,
It's an
right?
LED
Is that what
floor.
it is?
It's
Yeah.
the glass floor.
It
Yeah.
looks fake. I mean, it is fake.
I saw a thing about it, and they're like the cord
it hurts
itself
my
has little,
brain.
like it has little beads on it, just barely at the top to give it grip. But it's
Do we know
yeah.
where it is?
But so they can change what's on it?
Yeah.
Yeah, the color, everything, and you'll see when they take a halftime.
It's
or they take a
Kansas
computer-
City.
Is that where it is?
When they take a break, they'll run ads on the floor.
Oh,
Pretty
I can't
smart.
sell those. I need to sell those.
Yeah. So this is the Big 12 tournament.
Yeah, let's wrap this up
Great
and
pie.
we'll watch it.
Yeah, watch the rest of this tournament. March Madness, when this comes out, everybody get your brackets together because when this comes out,
Or don't.
March Madness will be happening immediately next week. What do you mean, or don't? Troy, you don't care about brackets and all that? Oh, man.
It's not the greatest day in sports for you.
I love watching all the tournaments, but I don't care about the brackets.
But the brackets makes it so you enjoy watching all of the games.
No, you can enjoy watching all the games and the upsets.
Even without money on it?
He's old.
Yeah.
school.
That is foreign to me.
Yeah, because then when you lose, you don't lose any money.
But
But I've been penciling brackets for like.
winning money.
I've been
Oh, you
penciling
win every
brackets
year?
for like 40 years.
No, but I've won enough that it's interesting to me. I love doing brackets.
You're a gambler.
Yeah, that adds up. That does add up.
Topic for next week. I did read an article about how those where you can bet on anything sites are changing gambler addiction.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you send something like that over. If you're familiar with it, we should save that for next week because we will be in the throes of everyone's gambling addiction.
Write it down.
It's
Yeah.
called polydactyl.
polydactyl gambling.
You can bet on 6 games at once.
Not just 5, 6. This one goes to 11.
Got it.
Wrap it up.
Teaser.
Well, thank you guys so much for tuning in this week. We certainly do appreciate it. Hope your brackets aren't busted already because this comes out on Sunday, and boy, that first week is tough.
The games will not have started.
Yeah, they start Thursday next week.
Yeah, next week. This comes out the Sunday before.
Yeah,
that.
that's what I'm saying. Oh, yeah, this one doesn't matter.
Because there's the.
Thank you, Troy.
Wednesday.
See, Troy's paying attention, and for those of you that are out there paying attention, I don't know, get some sunglasses.
Maybe?
Yeah.
Did you see that Tom Cruise ad?
It was pretty funny
That
with
was
Val
hilarious.
Kilmer and everything.
The fake Tom Cruise?
Yeah, I did kind of like that. Head over to nectarsunglasses.com, drop ITPH in the coupon code. You get 20% off of those sunglasses. If you need a mortgage, you live in Georgia or Virginia, head over to screendoormortgage.com. They'll take care of you. Tell them that you heard about them here, Inside the Pallet House. If you got topics you want to send us, please do so at insidethepallethouse@gmail.com. And if you got too much discretionary money, send it to Troy.
At Inside the Pallet House on Venmo.
That's the spot.
I'm going to plug myself for being back in full-time real estate. So if you need any help, just give me a call.
Oh, there you go.
In Georgia, Virginia?
Stu's doing a plug.
Just Virginia.
Just Virginia?
I'll take it. Stu, that'll be $25.
Sign me up.
Thank you guys so much for tuning in. We'll be talking to you next week. Cheers.
Cheers.
Peace out, Chris.
Dave racking his brain.
He's already got it figured out. That was a pretty good podcast, don't you think? I was asking because they have a Phillips 66 is sponsoring that. It's very interesting.
Yeah, when's the last time you saw one of those?
Yeah.
Why is the music so loud?
It's very loud. You won't be able to hear Dave.
So loud.
You know, it quiets at the end. You know that, right?
I know, but
Taylor Carson created this for us so he could leave you just a little moment of space at the end.
it's a little unnaturally loud.
When we did our cross-country drive, we saw a ton of old Phillips 66 gas stations.
Someone's on cruise control, like, what the fuck's going on with my radio? Stewart's plugged himself like he did in the Navy when he's targeted by the FBI.